Looking back, I definitely was in my own way at the beginning of my network marketing career. I got 328 no's in a row and it was painful. I really don't think I had to get that many no's. I ended up sponsoring over 750 people, and I'll tell you how you can access those tactical improvements that I made. But alongside those tactics, I definitely made some mindset shifts. And with those shifts came a level of action and a quality of action that really elevated my results. So if you've kind of got the feeling that maybe you're in your own way, or you could fix something mentally and it would allow you to get better results quicker, then hopefully the insight I'm going to give you today on my notes, and I'm pointing down here because I've got some notes off camera, will really, really help you because they're practical, they're from the field, and they're from my personal experience. Now, alongside the mindset training, tactics are important too. If you like the tactical adjustments that I made in my network marketing business that took me to the top international earner, allowed me to sponsor a lot of quality people, build a high performing team, go full time very quickly, I've put a link in the top comment as well as in the description area. You'll see that link, click that, you can find out more at that link. So let's dive into the mindset training that you came here for today. First of all, what I would say is you want to set the outcome and then focus on the actions that are going to get you that outcome. I feel looking back that I piled so much pressure on myself. You know what I mean? I was already feeling like a loser because I'd lost a previous business. I came into network marketing to kind of get that lifestyle back. And so I felt this personal pressure to really support my family better. And then here I was looking at my results going, why are you such a loser, Richard? Why can't you sponsor people? Why can't you make these sales? That just wasn't helping me, it was crushing me. And so I realized now that what I should have done and what I did start to do was look at the results that I wanted, put a plan together that allowed me to feel confident I was going to get there. Look at the numbers, look at the daily tactics, look at the daily actions I needed to take, and then focus on those. So if we can look at what we can control as opposed to what we can't control, there's a lot less frustration there and you feel a lot better mentally for sure. Instead of it being, oh, it's another day I haven't sponsored somebody, it's another day I did the right actions, I'm going to get results soon. And that confidence really does keep you going on those tough days. And like I said, it really does improve your mindset. Next, you've got to detach from approval. I know it's hard, like we all want people to be proud of us, we all want people to be pleased with us. It's natural as a human beings, right? We've all got somebody that we're looking for approval from, but you're not really going to find it in this game. It's a tough game that we play. Anyone tells you that it isn't is lying. Okay, the lifestyle you can achieve here is extraordinary. It's going to take extraordinary efforts, extraordinary, if I can say it, mental capacity. And so we've got to think about what is it you approve of? Do you feel good about what you're doing? Are you happy with the product that you're selling? Are you happy with the tactics that you're following? Do you feel good about the life that you're trying to build and that you're on the right path? Because even when you get a sale, you're just going to want another one. When you get some duplication in your team, you're just going to want more. You hit the rank, you want another rank. It's natural. So if you don't start to learn to be good where you're at, sure, reach for the stars, but be happy with your feet on the ground. I just feel that you're always going to have a sense of disappointment. Could have done more, could have sponsored more, should have done better. And no one can really last with that level of just crushing negativity. And so something I would advise you to do is look at detaching from approval. If you're happy with who you're following, if you're happy with the plan that you're following, that is good enough. Next, we've got to focus on success over looking successful. I started to get dragged into that social media world of what can I post today that makes me look good? What can I say today? Anyone asked me, oh, business is fantastic, even when it wasn't. And I just don't feel that dishonesty to ourselves really sits well with us, and other people can smell it a mile away. And so I'm not saying be doom and gloom, but be optimistically realistic. Look at what is important in your life. What do you want network marketing to provide for you? How do you want to build this business? If you're miserable making cold calls, then don't use that as a tactic. If you're miserable working with the people you're working with, then find other people to work with. You've got to start to be happy with your day-to-day life while you paint that more beautiful picture in the future. Because life really is just, the future is just a series of now moments, if that makes sense. And so if we start to look at, okay, what is going to make you feel successful as opposed to what can I do to look successful, I think when you close the door at the end of the day and you look in the mirror, you're happy, and that's what matters more than anything if you want to last at this game. Next, admit mistakes and learn from them. You're a human being, I'm a human being. I've already fumbled over my words a couple of times in these videos. I've made over 1,000 of these videos. Listen, we all make mistakes. The people that succeed in this game are the ones that can go, that was my mistake. I understand what I did wrong, now this is how I'm going to fix it. Because with that, we can make successful adjustments. Like, the way you get good at something is by learning from mistakes. If you come into something and you feel and you're not willing to admit that everything is not perfect, well, how are you going to be open to learn? How are you going to be open to grow? What kind of mindset is that? It's very closed, isn't it? And so some advice that I would give you from my own stubborn self in the past is that if I'd have been brave enough to say, you know what, yeah, that didn't work for me, and it's probably because of something I did wrong, let me see how to fix that, I could have really improved quicker. Like, a big turning point for me was when I looked beyond my company for training. I was like, okay, these people are great people, I love the company, but they're just not giving me the tactics that I need. So why don't I go find somebody that is training on the stuff that fits my personality, and I bring those tactics into my company. I'm a big boy. It's not illegal to do that. I'm allowed to learn whatever tactics I want. And so instead of feeling like I should just be so closed off, I was more open to different approaches. And that's really what gave me a big breakthrough tactically. It's the stuff that I share that I put that link in the comment. And so think about your own flexibility of thinking, your own bravery, your ability to admit mistakes, because that's where the gold is, where you'll learn. And whoever fails forward the quickest is the one that reaches the top the quickest. And then finally, it's hard to have a consistent level of positive mindset. Life happens. Life happens while you're making other plans. I remember seeing that in a Christian Slater movie, I think, called Cuffs many years ago. Anybody remember Christian Slater? I don't know if you're as old as me. But anyway, I remember seeing that in a movie, a quote, and I thought, yeah, that's true. It's not normally what we plan for. It's just what happens to us. And so it's difficult some days to put your best foot forward. I feel great making these videos today, but if it was scheduled in my calendar to make this video today and I didn't feel like it, I'm going to have to find a way to push the reset button. And the way that I do that is a morning routine. I have a particular routine, only takes me 5 or 10 minutes. If you're a client of mine, you'll know this routine. I have a little folder that I go through, and it really does allow me to never drop below a minimum level of clarity, of motivation, of consistency, of just the right mindset to put the right effort in. Because no one's going to join you if they don't feel good energy from you. No one's going to follow you if you don't seem like someone who's going in a positive place. And you yourself are not going to do your best work if you're not feeling at least above average, right? It just makes sense. And so if you want that morning routine, it's one of the first things I teach in that link that I've put, those tactical improvements. So check that out if you are interested in that. And that's it. That's it for today's training. We've got done in about 8 minutes, a little longer than I usually like to take, but I want to get through all of this. Was that useful? Does one of these stick out more than the other? Maybe all of them did. I'd love to see a comment underneath here if they did. If you're a subscriber, I will see you on the next one. And if you do check out that link in the comments and you do decide to move forward, I'll be seeing a lot more of you anyway. As I always say, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires than excuses. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye for now.